Good day, students! In this video lesson, we're going to learn more on the fundamental operations on integers, but we are going to focus on the first two operations, which are addition and subtraction.
By the way, I am your teacher, Rebby. The objectives of this lesson are to illustrate addition and subtraction of integers using variety of examples, to solve addition and subtraction problems of integers using variety of strategies, and appreciate the importance of performing fundamental operations on integers, addition and subtraction through formulating real-life problems. Do you know what is an integer? Yes! The integer is the combination of counting numbers from 1, 2, 3, and so on. 0 and negative numbers from -1, -2, -3, and so on. First, we shall define what are the fundamental operations on integers. We can see here the signs, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These four are the fundamental operations on integers. And now, let's start. We have here the addition of integers. Addition is like the usual adding numbers, but addition of integers covers also the negative numbers as what defined by the word integers. We have signs that are positive and also negative. In the addition of integers, we learn how to add the integers which have the same sign and different signs. If the integers have the same sign, then we shall add the integers and copy the common sign. For example, 59 plus 70 is equal to 129, and -10 plus -1 is equal to -11. You see, the examples shown have the same signs, so we add them, then copy the common sign. And if the integers have different signs, then we shall subtract the integers and copy the sign of the greater number. For example, 82 plus -62 is equal to +20, and 3 plus -6 is equal to -3. So you see, the integers shown have different signs, so we subtracted the integers, then copy the sign of the greater number. Now, let's solve word problems. Our first problem we have, going up to his room, a boy will have to take 7 steps up the landing and another 9 steps to reach his room. How many steps does he take in all? For our solution, we add the 7 and 9 steps the boy took so that we will know how many steps he took to reach his room. So, 7 plus 9 is equal to 16. The boy took 16 steps to reach his room. Note, the integers have the same signs, so we add them both, then copy the common sign. Next word problem we have, the temperature rose 40 degrees Celsius in the early afternoon and dropped by 8 degrees Celsius in the late afternoon. What was the temperature in the late afternoon? For the solution, we add 40 degrees Celsius and the drop of 8 degrees Celsius for the late afternoon. So, 40 degrees Celsius plus -8 degrees Celsius is equal to 32 degrees Celsius. So we have come up to the answer. The temperature in the late afternoon is 32 degrees Celsius. Note, the integers have different signs, so we subtracted them, then copied the sign of the greater number. Now, let's move on to the next operation on integers. We have subtraction of integers. To find the difference between two signed numbers, add the negative or the opposite of the subtrahend to the minuend. Note, subtraction of integers can be an inverse of addition. For example, -62 minus -135 is equivalent to -62 plus 135, that is equal to 73. And -8 minus -5 is equivalent to -8 plus 5, that is equal to -3. You see, we added the opposite sign of the integers of the subtrahend to the minuend. We also have here word problem for the subtraction of integers. Anna's parents gave her 250 pesos allowance for the week, but she had borrowed 270 pesos from her friend Christine to buy her science project. If Anna will pay Christine her allowance for the week, how much money will Anna have to pay to Christine? For our solution, we will subtract the subtrahend to the minuend to know how much more Anna will going to pay to Christine to be debt-free. We shall have negative 270 pesos minus 250 pesos is equal to negative 20 pesos. So, Anna will have to pay 20 pesos more to Christine. Note, to subtract the integers, we shall add the opposite of the subtrahend to the minuend, then we shall copy the sign of the greater number. Now, we're going to learn the methods and strategies in adding and subtracting integers. For the addition of integers, we have the SADS method. Same sign, we add. Different signs, we subtract, then copy the sign of the greater number. And for the subtraction of integers, we have the FOSSAM method. To subtract the integer, we need to find the opposite sign of the subtrahend, then add to the minuend or simply the Chato method. To subtract, add the opposite. As for the answer, we shall follow the sign of the greater number, the same as the process of addition of integers, as we have learned that subtraction of integers can be the inverse of addition of integers. Adding and subtracting integers using strategies. First, we have the strategy good and bad. If you have 6 apples in the refrigerator, but you found out that one of them is bad, then you decided to throw the bad one. How many apples will be left in the refrigerator? Yes, you are right. You will have 5 apples left. Second strategy is the shapes or figures. We have here the boxes. 5 boxes plus 2 boxes are equal to 7 boxes. And for our third strategy, we have the number line system. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Using the number line system, we have the point at the positive 5. Then, we shall move 3 units to the left for the reason that the problem we have is 5 minus 3 and 3 is a negative sign. Then, at this point, we will get the answer positive 2. The same as we will have the problem 5 plus negative 3. At this point, we are going to sum up the first 2 fundamental operations on integers, the addition and subtraction of integers. To add, we have the SADS method. Same sign, add. Different sign, subtract. Then, copy the sign of the greater number. To subtract, we shall use the FOSSAM method. Find the opposite of the subtrahend, then add the minuend, or simply the Chato method. To subtract, add the opposite, then copy the sign of the greater number. We also have discussed and listed 3 strategies in adding and subtracting integers. We have the good and bad, shapes or figures, and the number line system. At this point, we are going to check if our objectives have been met. First is to illustrate addition and subtraction of integers using variety of examples. 2. To solve addition and subtraction problems of integers using variety of strategies. And number 3, to appreciate the importance of performing fundamental operations on integers, addition and subtraction through formulating real-life problems. Yes, we have done all the objectives. Did you learn and enjoy the lesson? Thank you and goodbye!